He will beg you for food, but don't fall for it. I don't want to return and find him fat.
How fat can he get in 2 days?
I'd rather not find out. But remember, fresh water every day.
Relax, Raymond. I'll take good care of him.
Slice of green apple at noon.
I know. Why don't you worry about your own chores?
Guess that's everything. Tell your mother I phoned from Joburg. Oh, and don't forget. Have a nice time.
Yeah, right. Freak me out about upsetting your routine, and then say have a nice time? No problem.
You're not actually worried, are you?
I see this guy 100 times a day. We're buds. I think Raymond's experiencing separation anxiety. Attaboy. Now you're gonna be a good little African gray, aren't you? Won't even miss him.
Enough. Come on now, Margo. She's a bit high-strung, like most purebreds, but she won't bite, don't worry.
Okay.
Hello. Oh,
sorry.
Mr. Hennig, we meet at last. I'm Margo Dutton.
Please call me Alex.
This is my son, Rory.
Hi.
Hi.
And our dear friend, Jam.
Hello.
Hello, Jam.
Mr. Hennig is the owner of the Topotech Corporation. They're an industry leader in environmental concerns. And I'm hoping to persuade Mr. Hennig, Alex, to host the luncheon for my environmental committee.
Well, you better throw in the towel now. My mom doesn't take no for an answer.
Thanks for the tip.
No problem.
You know, my schedule has about as many openings as a bad play, so you've got a real fight ahead of you.
The fact that you're here to talk about ecology means I'm already winning. So why don't you come in?
Could you spare a little water for my thirsty friend?
Sure.
Thank you. Come on, Margo. Come on, girl.
You.
There you go. It's a good girl.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Come on, girl. Isn't she?
What's her name?
Marabou.
Marabou.
There's a good girl.
Oh, sweetie.
Come on. We're going inside.
You know, it's barely been an hour and you've already upset Napoleon's routine. He's supposed to be sleeping in his cage.
Yeah, well, what choice did I have? He was about to go into cardiac arrest with Hennig's dog yapping at him.
You know, I still wonder how your mum got him to come out here. My mother tells me he's one of the most powerful businessmen in the country.
Who's that?
Whoa, that's old Joseph Mobutu. He's probably just having one of his crazy visions.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Joseph! Joseph! Hima kancane baba. Ufuna ukuthini?
Ababulali bamalobhoti bayoalokhuza bayohlasela elobaliji le ngalena.
He says killer robots from the future are attacking the springs at Pitagori Ridge.
Well, that's about a C- as far as crazy visions go.
Hey, maybe we should go have a look. Well, what do you think?
Sure.
Okay, I'll ask him. Joseph! Sibonise!
Angiyi angikwazi ukunikombisa no. Hayi ngihamba.
Hold it a sec, Jam. I want to give Napoleon some water.
Now, as a tiny child, old Joseph Mobutu was swarmed by bees and stung many hundreds of times. They say he swelled up like the belly of a dead buffalo.
Oh.
Nobody thought he'd live.
Really?
Yeah, but when he recovered, he was different. You know, it was like he'd been somewhere. Some people thought he had the gift of prophecy. This time, I think he just had too much chaga to drink.
So how far up does this catch basin go?
It goes on forever. But Joseph would have been on the ledge up there.
The ledge?
It's really amazing. Come, I'll show you where it is.
Okay.
Here it is.
Hey, Jam, there's something moving over there.
Oh, let's go.
It's okay. Hey, look.
Oh, a springbok doe and a fawn. Very suspicious.
Hey, hamba na. Private property. Ungaphindi kude.
He says this is private property and we're not supposed to be here.
I can guess. All right, all right. We're on our way.
Sorry, Margo. Acanco's already made this year's environmental commitment.
Well, I'm touched, Sam, but I hardly think that adding a tree to the corporate logo is going to save the Earth.
The Earth will just have to take care of itself. I have a dinner party of my own on that day. Sorry I can't make it.
Well, if you want Topotech to make a better impression than Acanco at our luncheon, fine.
What's that got to do with anything?
I'm working on Alex Hennick to be the host. I figured if he was willing to give up his time, you should at least pick up the check.
Every time that chiseler gets into the picture, it costs me money.
So put you down for a generous donation.
Mom, I need help.
Hold on, Sam.
Something's wrong with Napoleon.
I'll call you back. Dr. Cahorgo just called.
Is he all right?
Well, he thinks Napoleon got into some poison. He's going to keep him at the clinic for a few days.
Raymond trusted me.
I know, honey.
Man, when he finds out.
Rory, it's not your fault.
Think back. Where were you today?
Pittigori Ridge on some totally stupid wild goose chase.
It's a long story.
Wait a minute. Napoleon drank from the spring.
So you go back there tomorrow and you get a water sample.
Rory, we can't go back there.
Hey, no biggie, so I'll help you with your homework tonight.
All right.
Great idea, Mom.
Okay.
Rory.
What?
No bullet, no spear, no tracks, and no blood.
What's that? Come on. Stay down. We're not exactly planting mango groves. Look at that. Can you believe this?
Hey, Rory. Come on. They're coming. They're coming.
Okay.
Come on, let's go.
Ah, here it is. Rontech. Company director, M. Arabu.
So why don't you enter M. Arabu and see what that gets us?
Okay, let's see. M. Arabu. Wow. Now this is some busy dude.
I took your water sample in for testing today. We'll have the results tomorrow.
Hey, Mom, come here and look at this. I'm not too sure what we're onto here, but it's weird. You see, all these companies, including Rontech, are managed by the same guy, this M. Arabu.
Marabou. Marabou is Alex Hennick's dog. Try Topotech.
Okay. Huh. It's the parent company of all these other 15.
Maybe Alex Hennig isn't quite the environmentalist he'd have us believe.
Mama, everything that the doctor's wife ordered. Right here is every single article ever written on Topotech. And there's even one there on Alex Hennig's favorite quiche recipe.
Thanks, Jam.
How's it going?
Oh, he's very clever, Mr. Hennig.
Ah,
What is it?
it's the lab report on the water sample.
Dr. Cahorgo's doing everything he can. We just have to be patient now.
Poor little guy. You know, I really thought he'd be better today.
It'd help if we knew what he got into.
We do.
The water's full of polychlorinated biphenyls.
I know. I studied them in chemistry last year.
Mom, this guy's contaminating the water and who knows what else. You know, we really should phone the police.
Rory, Alex Hennig owns Rontech. Rontech owns the land. Laws are very different here than at home. What he's doing is probably not illegal.
But it's immoral.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, Margo.
Sam, how'd you know it was me?
Only 2 people have this number. The other one's too scared to use it. So, what's Alex Hennig up to?
Ugh, you can smell it from up there, huh?
I tried to warn you, didn't I? The man's a rat, so what can I tell you?
Topotech has a waste disposal facility close to the ranch. They're dumping PCBs from a Canadian utility. What can you do about it?
What do you want me to do about it?
I want you to do everything that you can do. This stuff's already killing the wildlife up at Pitagori Ridge.
Pitagori Ridge? Not near the teak grove.
Yes. How did you know?
Of all the places.
What?
Never mind. I'll see what I can do.
I'll take care of Alex Hennig.
It's like taking on a shark in deep water. Just let him swim away, hoping he leaves you with 1 or 2 limbs intact. Margo, Hennig's a pretty slick package, but it's all veneer and it's wearing thin. He's proud and he's arrogant. Don't take him on. Not alone.
I wouldn't dream of it, Sam. See you.
Well, Mrs. D, what do you have in mind for our good friend, Mr. Hennig?
Well, the luncheon for the environmental committee is coming up, and we don't have a keynote speaker.
Mom, you gotta be kidding.
Rory, Alex Hennig is the most environmentally conscious industrialist in all of Africa.
She's not serious, is she?
No, I'm glad I couldn't make my flight to New York this afternoon. I'd have missed you.
Well, I'm glad you're here, too. I know what a busy man you are, Mr. Hennig.
Alex, please.
Okay. Alex. Well, as you know, I've got this luncheon coming up from my environmental group.
You're a fighter. I like that.
Well, I'm also realistic. That's why I've come up with a plan B.
And what's that?
Dinner. I thought that if you couldn't be my guest of honor, maybe you'd let me pick your brains a little. I'm new to the area. I don't know all the players yet. I'm relatively inexperienced dealing with the press, and there's just so many issues.
Well, how's 8 o'clock tonight?
Wonderful.
Done.
The umbrellas and the chairs will be arriving Thursday morning, but they assure me everything will be set up in less than an hour.
Oh, good. What about the media?
There will be people here from both papers, but the TV people will not commit themselves until they know who the speakers will be.
Well, that figures. You know, this whole thing is unbelievable. One of the largest countries in the world can't find a place to dump this stuff, so they pour it in the backyard of some unsuspecting third world country that has no idea.
When a country is having trouble surviving, can't afford to worry about the future.
So what about the guests? Who's confirmed?
Raymond's back. Now listen, Just remember that that crap they're dumping is odorless, colorless, and tasteless. There's no way you could have protected them from it, okay?
I didn't have to take him to see the killer robots from the future.
Look, it'll be okay. Raymond, you're back early.
I finished the deal for the winter maze. No point hanging around. How's it been here?
Raymond, I've got something to tell you.
What?
5 of the top 10 ecology magazines have done features on your company this year.
That's a very impressive record, Alex.
Well, saving the Earth shouldn't be praiseworthy. It should be a given.
The business community in general doesn't agree with your logic.
It's frightening the approach most companies take to waste management.
But take Topotech, for instance. You have a waste disposal facility basically right in my backyard. And I feel completely safe because you're the man in charge.
Margo, to run any business right requires a hands-on approach. I personally oversee every aspect of all my businesses. It's the only way.
Oh, Nyasa. I just wish our luncheon guests could be here tonight.
Oh, yes.
You're a very impressive speaker, Alex.
You really don't take no for an answer.
Not when the best man for the job is sitting right in front of me. You know, the survival of the planet depends on corporations finding a balance between industry and ecology.
Topotech is doing just that.
There are others. I'm not the only one.
We don't want the others.
We want you. The environment is everybody's responsibility.
Well, if only everyone worked at it as hard as you did.
Shall we begin? Ladies and gentlemen, I have the great pleasure to introduce our special guest of honor today. He's the Chief Executive Officer of the Topotech Corporation and a great environmental industrialist. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Alex Hennig.
Thank you all very much. Topotech is proud to be one of the founding members of the African Committee for Ecological Responsibility. Our corporate policy is one of careful harvesting and replenishment. Only last year, our corporation, Topotech, donated over $1 million towards the establishment of a new wildlife refuge. What's going on here?
There's no need to be alarmed. These gentlemen in the suits are carrying a flask of pure spring water from Pitagori Ridge. Absolutely safe. I have Mr. Hennig's assurance that the sludge from the transformer oil that they're dumping up there is quite harmless. But you'll have to ask him why Topotech employees need to wear these suits while they're up there working on the ridge.
The Pitagori facility is absolutely safe, I assure you.
If you are telling the truth, then surely this water is safe enough for a dog to drink.
What are you doing with Margo?
Something must be wrong. That water was from our well, Mr. Hennig.
We don't poison animals on Freedom Ranch.
You'll be hearing from my lawyers.
Alex, you didn't finish your speech.
Hey, Raymond. I'm really sorry about what happened.
How could you have known? He's lucky. You stopped him before he drank more.
Yeah, but the first time I look after him and something like that has to happen.
Ah, forget it. By the way, do you have any plans for the next weekend?
Well, I've got to wash my mother's car, but Other than that, I'm pretty much free.
Oh, good. Listen, I have to go to Durban, and I need someone to look after him.
Oh.
Oh, thanks a lot, guys. Thanks. Thanks.
Oh.
Hennig folded like a cheap lawn chair.
Now comes the hard part.
Why, do you think they'll sue me?
Not a chance. I managed to buy both the teak grove and the waste disposal contract away from Topotec. It'll be cleaned out in a week. Good as new.
That's excellent. Sam, is this a sudden conversion to ecology?
Don't be absurd. That teak grove is worth a fortune. Now, what kind of idiot would dump toxic waste there before it's been clear cut? Besides, Don once told me that that was his favorite spot in all of Africa. Did he ever tell you that?
No, but I'm not surprised. Sam, whatever your reasons, I'm so grateful.
Well, you've saved your own backyard. But we keep making this stuff, and it's got to go somewhere. You decide.
Me decide? Why me?
Because I'm in a no-win situation. Whatever I decide, you won't like it.
All right. Okay, I'll have to get back to you about that.
So, Grandpa, you up for a game of battle chess?
No, sorry. I'm turning in early tonight. Love you.
Good night, Sam.
Bye, Grandpa.